The Northtown News Magazine is brought to you in part by the Chicago Police Memorial Fund, helping the families of slain and seriously injured officers.
Hello, my name is Marty Levinson, and welcome to the Northtown News Magazine.
Hi, I'm Marty Levinson. Welcome to the Northtown News Magazine.
Hi, I'm Marty Levinson. Welcome to the Northtown News Magazine.
Hi, I'm Marty Levinson. Welcome to the Northtown News Magazine.
For the identity of the real Marty Levinson, please stay tuned for the Northtown News Magazine.
Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Back to that lemon light city, sweet Hope, Chicago. 224.
Hi there, I'm the real Marty Levinson. Welcome to the Northtown News Magazine show with the greatest cameraman around, Sonny Hirsch, and your host, Avi Myers.
Thank you, Marty. Avi Myers, Northtown Neighborhood News Magazine, a presentation of Sonny Hirsch and myself. Dial us up on the web at www.ntnm.org. All the shows available on YouTube for the last 7 years. Over 250,000 watched. Thank you so much. We do appreciate. Community Policing, caps24.org in the 10 sector, which is West Rogers Park. For all of West Rogers Park, the meetings are on the second Thursdays for the rest of this year. They will be at Warren Park, 6600 Northwestern. Thank you to Diana Land Schultz. Thank you to Commander Waldera, Sergeant Kane, Officer Stahula, and Zelidith Moore. Sorry, I should have mentioned Zelidith first. I mentioned in order of seniority. But whatever. Hi, guys, and thank you for the good job you're doing. It is a you know what? One of the guys I had on the show kind of as a fluke. We met off Facebook, and he was more fun than a barrel of monkeys, as they say, the first time we had him on. So, and really does some great, by the way, his I'm not really an art critic, but I love his impressionistic type work. I was actually telling somebody, as if I think I know what I'm talking about, it actually reminded me of some of the French impressionistic stuff, but in a more modern, manner, which is, I really like. Matter of fact, the last time I went to the Art Institute, I think the Monet exhibit was in town.
Oh, really? It's
which
you've got a lot of stuff just there all the time, too.
I just don't go that often. I really should. I really enjoy it. I just don't go. But anyway, I should introduce you first. Okay. We're talking about resident artist. He's with the Buena Park Neighbors. He's involved in all kinds of good things at Uptown. He's also a community activist type person, as well as running. Well, I'll let him describe himself. Jeffrey Littleton, how you doing?
Hi, thanks, Avi. Good to see you. Good to be back in the hot seat.
First of all, good to see you too. And what's the summer been like art-wise?
Well, the summer, let's see, it was a busy summer. We organized a Buena Park Art Expo. I talked about it last time. We took over a defunct dry cleaners, about a little over 2,000 square feet. And let's give you a quick synopsis. We had 3 art shows, movie nights weekly. We had like a poetry on demand thing where people could poetry while you wait, we had people out there on the street with manual typewriters. You could commission a poem.
Really?
Just a lot of different things. We did it for a budget under $10,000.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's actually still going. Our last art show for the season will be tomorrow night, so it might be too late for our guests here today.
Yeah, too late for the guests. But
yeah, and
commission poetry, that's cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. I mean, it was really good. Actually, I commissioned her to do a poem on my painting that was inside. I did a poem. Actually, I'll send you a picture. You'll like this. I did a big oil painting of the Uptown. They call it Entertainment District. I call it Uptown Culture District because I think it sounds cheap.
Yeah.
Entertainment District. Don't get me started, But anyway, so
yeah,
I had to
talked
do
about
a
it last
poem
time,
on
as a matter
that.
of fact, and you had some really, really good points about
yeah.
how unfeasible what they're doing is.
It's vague and nebulous and sort of strange. And let me just give you a few ideas. This has really been putting me at odds with the aldermen again, if they didn't have enough things to go at odds again already. But here's some of the things that have been linked as part of the Entertainment District. Sonics, Entertainment District. Does that make you think Entertainment District? A biodigester, a thing that would recycle food waste. And now the latest is billboards, commercial billboards on the Borders building and stuff like this. And it just seems like the Entertainment District is there the idea is only there to just to be, this is why we're doing this anyway. It's really a strange thing going on. It's really, and it's not happening. We lost, since I've been here last, we lost the Annoyance Theater. the Nick's Uptown just closed, and now it got bought. It's a historic building caught by a hospital that might demo it or turn it into a medical center. So everything is kind of going in a different direction in spite of it. So I look at it like my whole thing is about content. You know, the entertainment or culture is content, and there's no content. It just seems like it's all a real estate move. It's all about the business and this, and that is not it. If you get the artist in there, the rest will follow. And we need artists to identify it. Don't just drive in their park and perform at the Green Mill and leave. And you know, a district is a place of small things. It's not 3 theaters, 2, maybe 3 one day with the Uptown Theater. And I just see there's just a lot of hot air blown about it. But I figure if it's going to happen anyway, I'm going to try to do a big painting of it and turn it into a poster and make a few bucks off it. You're going to love this thing. So in a sense, I'm kind of glomming onto it because it's my neighborhood and I'm an artist. If it's going to happen, I want to be a part of it. And I see a lot of things that are kind of weird about it. Still want it to happen, so I'm still doing my part. And I'm looking at it like I use that word cultural small ball. I use all these type of things. And one thing we did was Sunnyside Mall. It's this strip on, if you remember, Jane Byrne paved over, cut it off, made it a pedestrian mall, and going west from Truman.
I'm familiar with it,
I don't know if you're too familiar, but we held a Sunnyside of Uptown art fair. We only got like 8 vendors, I think, but it was just some baby step sort of thing started. We organized that. I was the resident artist in Buena Park too. It kind of went concurrently with the expo, but I had the storefront, and I call it my fish in a bowl painting experience, which was cool. I'm a very sociable guy, but it was starting to freak me out after a while. I'd be painting and people just keep popping in the window. It's like you're painting, bam, whoa. And it was kind of really hard to get things done, but it was a fun experience, and I kind of did a little more mural work here and there. So I'm kind of all over, and I'm still in the Uptown Arts Center. And we're having a show, if I could do a shameless plug.
Sure.
Because this might get out before. We're going to have a show called, what's the matter? Herbs and Orto, Garden in the City. Is it?
I'm not good at
You
Latin.
don't know that of all
I'm
people?
Jewish. I didn't go to Catholic school.
That's Latin. That's on the seal. Herbs and Orto. Oh, come on. I don't know what it is. Yeah. I should know what it is because that's the name of the show. Anyway, don't worry about it. Just come to 941 West Lawrence. It'll be from 7 to 10, and it won't be open studios on a Friday, unfortunately. And until talking to you, I didn't realize that we were. And this is weird, it's something to think about for people organizing art shows, is if you have art shows on a Friday, you are cutting out observant Jewish people. And True. I never knew that. I knew about Fridays, but that's like, I'm an artist. I'm not always, and I think about it, that's kind of a shame because, there is a lot of Jewish community especially in the lakefront. When you think about those that really, have we really been cutting them out, what I mean? You think we have, right?
Well, to a certain extent, not everybody's Orthodox, but the fact is a lot of people go to synagogue Friday night.
Yeah.
I mean, like, for instance, in that area, Friday night's the main night for people to go. Like, over here, Saturday morning would be the main thing, but, I mean, Orthodox Jews don't drive and stuff, so... there's no way I can only get as far as my feet will take me.
Yeah, well, I like the idea of Thursday, but this one's going to be a Friday, 9:41 on Lawrence. It's in the Preston Bradley Center. Historic, beautiful building. Come on in there, and it's not open studios, but my studio's open. That's always where people wind up anyway, towards the end. We're the last to leave over there, me. So that's going to be it's going to be a lot of art, and actually my teacher's art's going to be there from Chinatown. Cool. Andy Hoi-Soo Chan, he's a traditional painter, master Chinese painter. I have about 20 of his works, a little smaller. I'm going to put those up. He's going to be in Vancouver, but I'm going to be throwing his work out there. So, and as far as the Uptown Arts Center, we have a lot of ideas. We're really trying to get it going. It's really hard with the funding, and there's some zoning problems, and there's just a lot of little sticky issues that they have to work out. So it's kind of been a really busy summer. It's really been very distracting in a lot of ways. It's really hard, because it feels like you're always promoting, in a sense, and you're always plugging.
But that's a good thing.
And
it's good to have things to promote.
Yeah, but it's like I gotta actually start painting more, and stop doing all this.
Well, that would be important. That way you could sell some of those paintings. And
that's what I want to do.
By the way, you should friend Jeffrey on Facebook, Jeffrey Littleton, and there's also artist Jeffrey Littleton.
ArtistJeffreyLittleton.com.
And by the way, it's really cool stuff. I mean, I really enjoy the art. And if you want to go to YouTube, we actually featured some of it the first time we interviewed you. We showed some of your stuff, and it's really, really good stuff.
Yeah. Well, actually, I got a write up in the Red Eye, Tracy Swartz. It worked out really good. Because I had my stuff in a show on June 28th, I believe it was. And I did a huge rail map. I don't know, do you see that rail map picture yet?
Yeah.
I did the rail map, and I decided I did a tweet, you know, Jeff Littleton will unveil reimagined map, something like that. And I did at Tracy Swart so she could see it. And she got right back to me and did an interview and did a write-up on that. And that got a lot of buzz. And I'm hoping to sell that eventually. But I'm doing a second one now, and it's been really interesting. You know, there's like I'm starting to get like some attention on the art a little bit. Sales are just whatever they are, you know. But I'm not the most marketable. I don't know. What do you think? My art's kind of like.
I really like it, to tell you the truth. I mean, you know, it's funny because I really like your art. There's sort of a combination of reality and the impressionism that you know, it comes out at me. I mean, your art just comes out at me. I see it and I understand it and I really like it.
Yeah.
And I don't find, you know, it's funny too because I find it interesting as opposed to offensive, and it actually looks like it's, you know, putting out a positive vibe.
Yeah, well, it's got to be positive. I mean, because art has so much power in it, and it's like it's so strange, you know, that it's like because I get so political and granular in the neighborhood, but when it comes to my art, it's not. I don't want to offend anybody with my art. I don't want to leave an offense on anybody's
but you know what?
wall.
Mickey's hands really are telling me that I'm going to have to like cut off some of somebody else on the show, so I can't do that. Artistjeffreylittleton.com. Friend of mine on Facebook, Jeffrey Littleton. Thank you so much. Always a pleasure
Thanks,
to have
Eileen.
you.
Awesome.
Okay.
Good to see you.
Take care.
Okay.